Nation podcast. The B Nation podcast, Miguel Tello.
It's been more than a decade since streaming came into the music industry, and since then, record labels were constantly changing their releases and promotional campaigns. On this episode of the B Nation podcast, we are going to analyze data that you might didn't know. And of course, we have two guests and the musical performance that you were waiting for. This is the B Nation podcast. I am Miguel Tello, and we are presenting you the second episode of our season 8. This one is called The Changing World of Record Label Streaming, and she's here. Laura is back, bringing another week the summary.
On the second episode of Season 8, our big story is to analyze the changing world of record label streaming. Amazon Music presents the Record of the Week, Scared of Getting What I Want by Annika Bennett.
I'm so scared of getting what I want. I'm so scared of seeing where it leads. I'm so scared of getting what I want.
Our friend Josh Bogert presents his brand new single Dreams.
Hi, I'm Josh Bogert, and you're watching the B Nation podcast.
LINLE is here, and we are discussing new music and his upcoming tour.
Hi, I'm LINLE, and you are watching the B Nation podcast.
LINLE are back, bringing us one exclusive acoustic performance.
Hey, this is Johnny from LINLE, and you're listening to the B Nation podcast.
The latest music industry news, and as always, we will bring you the best new music from around the world. Welcome to the B Nation podcast, brought to you by Amazon Music.
How are you guys? How are you doing? Welcome to another episode of the B Nation podcast, where we are bringing you the best new music from around the world. And if you think you have it, please send us an email to podcast@thebnation.com, podcast@thebnation.com. Check out our website, podcast.thebnation.com, or you can check our socials on Instagram and TikTok under the username The B Nation Podcast. And we're gonna start this episode with brand new music, bringing you the best new music from around the world. And we're gonna play for the first time the brand new single of a female artist that she lives in Los Angeles. Her name is Natasha Hunt-Lee, and she's actually doing a collaboration with another artist that is called Sophia Cates. Now it's time to find out why Natasha Hunt-Lee is on a bad mood, because that is the title of her brand new single. There we go, Natasha Hunt-Lee and Bad Mood.
I don't wanna wake up in a bad mood, but baby, I can't help it, I keep dreaming of you. I buy these joints, then I light them. I do my nails, then I bite them. I don't wanna wake up in a bad mood. Oh, I don't wanna wake up feeling angry, but God, I really hate the way you shamed me. For this heart that you hardened, and for this flame you fucking started. I don't wanna wake up feeling angry anymore. But every time you cross my mind, damn, wasting my time. A little loser going ruin my life. It's 6 a.m. I cried all night again, and everybody knows you suck. Fuck, why'd you show up just to look at me like that? You're pushing your luck till I'm a mess and you're playing pretend. I'm in a bad mood again. I don't wanna wake up in a bad mood, but I roll to my right and I can't feel you. It's unfair, just a little, but I swear that I'm a big girl. But I can't bear to wake up in a bad mood anymore. But every time you cross my mind, damn, wasting my time. A little loser going ruin my life. It's 6 a.m. I cried all night again, and everybody knows you suck. Fuck, why'd you show up just to look at me like that? perfect, where you scream that I'm worth it. You spill your guts, and finally I don't clean them up, so you can finally wake up in a bad mood. After all this time, don't you deserve to? Is it fun in your tower, being numb, you fucking coward? God, I hope you wake up in a bad mood.
So that was Bad Mood of Natasha Hanley and Sophia Cates, and this is the opening song of the second episode of our season 8. How are you guys? How are you doing? Welcome to this fantastic episode of the B Nation podcast. We have incredible guests today. Josh Bogert is coming up on the B Nation podcast presenting his brand new single Dreams, and it will be also as well a pleasure to speak to LINLE. But for now, our friends on Amazon Music presents for another week the record of the week, and believe me guys, I am bloody obsessed with this song that is called I'm So Scared of Getting What I Want. Amazon Music presents the record of the week, and this week is for Scared of Getting What I Want by Anika Bennett.
I'm so scared of getting what I want. I'm so scared of seeing where it leads. I'm so scared of getting what I want. Scared that it's not really what I need. I've been in a 3-day funk under the summer sun, watching the palm trees sway. My mom was asking how I was, but she means how is stuff, and it's all going great. And I'm on the rooftop, not gonna jump, I was joking, today it was just too long. I wrote a new song, but it didn't heal, didn't feel half as real as it used to. I'm so scared of getting what I want. I'm so scared of seeing where it leads. I'm so scared of getting what I want. Scared that it's not really what I need. I've been in a 3-day funk, or has it been a month? It's kinda hard to say. I remember 21, blew all my money on a trip to see LA. Now I'm at the penthouse, friend of a friend, so I guess by extension we're friends now. Ain't it a letdown, all of the years to be here just to feel like I'm left out. I'm so scared of getting what I want. I'm so scared of seeing where it leads. Oh, I'm so scared of getting what I want. Scared that it's not really what I need. And I'm so scared I'm gonna fuck it up. Every night I'm sweating through the sheets. Oh, I'm so scared of getting what I want. Scared that it's not really what I need. It's not really what I need. It's not really what I need. So what is it that I need? So what is it that I need?
Our next guest, he is a really good friend of the show, and actually today is a very exciting day for him because he's coming to the B Nation podcast to present an amazing song that is called Dreams. Please welcome the one and only Josh Bogert. Woohoo! Josh, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you, Miguel?
Welcome. I was about to say welcome to the B Nation podcast, but in your case, it's more like welcome home.
Absolutely.
Because it feels like that this is yours as well. Anyway, how you been?
I've been good. Just super busy recently, which I love. I love being busy. So yeah, I'm happy that things are really picking up, and I've got lots to do.
Dreams is a brand new single that you just released today, and let me tell you something. I'm very excited with you, Josh, because honestly, I can feel that you enjoy every single minute of doing this record. I really feel that, because I feel that this is a song that is your sound, and it's a song that is you. It's very, 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 very you. Tell me a little bit more about the track. When did you write it, and what can you tell me about the song?
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that it really sounds like me, because this is a song that I took from start to finish on my own. So I wrote it all by myself. I produced it all by myself, mixed, mastered, everything I did on my own. Usually I like to co-write the songs at least, just to like, I enjoy being in the room with other people, but this one, it just kind of came to me. I was at home. It was right at the beginning of the pandemic, and I wanted to just like sit down and write a song about basically finding the happy moment within an overall kind of sad situation or story. So that's what I was trying to capture with the lyrics, and I definitely think that I did that. And yeah, I'm really happy with how the song turned out. I'm excited for it to be out now because I've had it for probably 2 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's been revised a few times. Like, it's not exactly how it was 2 years ago, but the most of the song I had 2 years ago, so it's been a long time.
That's fantastic. Let me congratulations for the music video, because I think it's your best music video yet. We just want to give a shout out to Mark Gustav, which is directed the music video for your song, and because honestly, the work that that has been done in that music video is absolutely fantastic, and it's brilliant. It's so beautiful. The environment, the visuals are great, are fantastic. Tell me a little bit more about the shooting. How it came out of the idea to obviously to show all. I mean, I believe it's Vancouver, right? Which part of Vancouver is that?
We shot it in Tofino, which is about 5 hours from Vancouver. Kind of talked to Mark. We met for coffee, and I was like, I want it to look like a dream world, and I want there to be like drone footage and of the landscapes, and so we need to find like a really cool landscape. And he immediately said Tofino, because it's right on the west coast of Vancouver Island, so it's open ocean from there to all the way to Asia. So yeah, that really, that's how you get those huge waves and the beautiful beaches and then forest right there as well, because we're still in BC. So yeah, I immediately, when he said that, I was like, yeah, that's great. And then it was basically, shooting the video was like a road trip. We got in the car, I drove us to Tofino. We got there in the evening and we shot half the video in the rain when we got there, and then we just stayed at a hotel, and then the next morning we got up early in the morning and shot the rest of the video, and then drove all the way home. So it was quick, but it was really fun. It was just me and Mark. Mark's one of my best friends, and then my brother, and SK, another good friend of mine. So yeah, it was just like a fun trip, and then we happened to shoot a music video as well.
Everything was shooting the same day.
Yeah, like the one evening and then the next morning. So it was 2 day shoot.
But honestly, like I was like saying that Vancouver, like you say 5 hours away, but like, you know, like London, but Vancouver is huge, I guess.
Yeah, BC is huge. I mean, Canada itself, like for me to get to like Toronto, for example, from Vancouver is a almost 6 hour flight.
So tell me a little bit more about your first show back after the pandemic, because I believe that like almost 2 months ago, you have your first show back it was on the 30th of April, right? How was the experience? Because obviously, at the moment we saw you like obviously doing acoustics on TikTok and you know on Instagram, and also as well like your Zoom for your fans. But how was like to have that real touch back on the first moment? How was the experience for you?
It was great. It was really nice to get back on a big stage with a band, because it's something I haven't done in a very long time. It would have been over 2 years. And so, yeah, I mean, it was really exciting. It was fun. And the crowd had a really good time. I had a really good time. And yeah, I'm just excited that live shows are back and things are happening. And because live performance is one of my favorite parts of being an artist. And it's the first thing that I fell in love with about being an artist was performing. Before I even started writing songs or producing or anything like that, I was on stage as a very young kid performing, whether it was violin recitals or open mics or anything like that, singing covers. So yeah, it feels great to be back, you know, kind of doing the thing that really got me into doing what I do and being an artist, and that's live performance. So I'm very excited that things are open back up and to keep going with that.
And also as well, one of the things that I know about you is that like, you have a lot of music saved over there to keep waiting to be released. Is that right? Yeah. So now that we are on the half of 2022, can you believe that we are already on the half of 2022? It's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, like where the time flies, brother. It's just like it's unbelievable. Honestly, like it looks like yesterday that I was talking to you about Talk, about your previous single. You remember that?
And that was the beginning of the year.
Exactly. And we're already on the half. And I was thinking, so what can we expect from you for the next for the other half of 2022? I guess like more music coming up.
Over the next little while, it's I have a bunch of songs that I want to put out, a bunch that are already ready to go, and some that are written that I still need to produce. But yeah, I'm playing with the idea of an album, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be an EP, a longer EP, might be a shorter album, or maybe a longer album as well. But yeah, so I'm playing with all those ideas. I'm releasing singles right now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to release another single in next month, and then I'll have another single in September, and so every month or two I'm going to put out a song, and then we'll see if that leads to. I'm pretty sure it's going to lead to an album.
Josh, thank you so much for being on the B Nation podcast. Good luck with Dreams, with your new single. We're going to listen to the track right now. All the best, my friend, and until the next one.
Thank you so much, Miguel. Hi, I'm Josh Bogert, and you're about to hear my brand new single, Dreams, on the B Nation podcast.
You said it's gonna be forever, with your pinky finger wrapped in mine. But it's been 2 years since we were here together, and I feel like I'm just losing time. 'Cause the sunrise feels so cold, and now I'm driving home so slow. But in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep. 'Cause in my dreams, you're still holding. That night you were standing in the kitchen, and you slowly pressed your lips on mine. I told you I'd never waste a minute. I could never with you by my side. But now the sunrise feels so cold, and now I'm driving home so slow. But in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep. 'Cause in my dreams, you're still holding. You're still holding. You're still holding. You're still holding. You're still holding me. But in my dreams, but in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep. But in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep.
always a pleasure to catch up with friends like Josh BOGERT, and this was his brand new single that it was called Dreams. On this episode, we're gonna play for the first time the tracks of two artists that they will be the artists that everyone will talk about. And also, I am going to explain why we stopped releasing episodes for our previous season after the release of episode 5. But now, we are gonna talk about a topic that I'm sure that you are interested about, which is the changing world of record label streaming. There are many paths into the streaming space at a label. Through the sales department, which originally pick up the DSP partners in the early days, through the revenue or finance departments, which have been heavily involved in trying to maximize that revenue from streaming and shifting strategies to do so, or through digital marketing, which has in many ways grown up and matured alongside the streaming evolution. How it changed? As streaming has grown over the past decade, record labels' strategies have changed along with it, as labels looked to try to maximize revenues and leverage opportunities while the landscape was shifting under their feet. But as streaming grew in importance and fans gravitated towards it, new players like Apple Music, Tidal, and Amazon Music came into the space, and labels had to begin to drill down on what a streaming campaign was and how different it was from a sales-first rollout. For record labels, who often rely on their expensive back catalogs to generate a steady revenue, that led into a bit of confusion as streaming began to over-index with hip-hop, pop, and new acts, and sales for albums by older acts steadily fell off. That meant that the sales and streaming teams became much more important within the ecosystem of the labels, responsible for much more than making sure that the product was on the shelves, particularly as the DSPs themselves began to change by bringing on more artists and label relations people to be able to communicate more effectively with the music business. Ultimately, the biggest change in the past few years, spurred by the closer relationship between the DSPs and the labels, has been the greater access to data that labels, managers, and artists have been able to secure from the streaming services. DSPs has been giving artists a little bit more control, as well as more information. Spotify for artists, Apple for artists, Amazon for artists, access to the Pandora backend. That, I think, is a really important way that artists and managers lean in, is access to data and the ability to change something as simple as a profile image. It gives artists visibility on the same things that labels have seen for years, and actually gives even more access that we have seen previously. Skip rates, save rates, all that stuff. The fact that we all have it now means that we can ultimately tell a story together to help prop up our records when the data tell us so. It also allows to labels to extend the life of a record, to find where a song is reacting and add to it, to do what a label really does the best: pure gasoline on a fire and turn it into a bubbling heat, into an inferno, one that can have some staying power. Hope that you learned something new with this fantastic report that we shared today on this week's episode. LINLE will be on the show very soon, but for now, it's time to discover more brand new music. And if we spoke to Josh BOGERT before, that he's in Vancouver in Canada, now we are back again to that city to introduce an artist that he's called Titus Bang, and he has an incredible EP that is called Hopeless and Romantic. We're gonna play the single from that EP that is called Radio, and it sounds for the first time here on the B Nation podcast.
I wish that I was a prince. Wanna kiss your face in the purple rain, I do. I wish that I was the king, but there ain't no way you'll see me in blue suede shoes. You got me nervous like every second is a first time. I wanna bring you flowers, but they're already dying. Need to hold your us on the radio. Wanna bring you flowers, but they're already dying. Need to hold your hand, and I'm too scared to try it. Baby, that's the best that I've got to show. Love is only better on the radio. Don't know what to do, I'm like a kid with braces. Tripping on your love, I'm tripping on my faces. No one but I know is getting over, no. Love is only better on the radio.
Our next guest, he is a superstar because he's coming to the B Nation podcast to present his latest single that is called I Don't Wanna Be Yours, and also to talk as well about that tour that he's gonna be this summer with Matthew Moll across the UK and obviously in Europe. Please welcome Will LINLE, everybody. Hello, how are you, Will?
Hey, I'm doing so great. How are you?
Welcome to the B Nation podcast. It's an absolutely pleasure to have you here on the show, and obviously to talk about songs like I Don't Wanna Be Yours, which is super a catchy song. This is your third single, right? Because you presented last year Miss Me When You're Gone, which is your debut, and then Wrong Time, and then now you are presenting I Don't Wanna Be Yours, right?
Oh yeah. So it's the third single, and yeah, I really love it. It was written like 2 years ago, so it's so awesome to finally have the song out in the world.
Tell me a little bit more about the song, because like you work with the same producer, which is Noble, right?
Yeah, Noble. They are awesome, man. Honestly, I think the song originally, so it was the first song that I wrote with David Belshaw, who's one of the producers in Noble. And I remember we were sitting in the studio together, just chatting. He pulled up this like guitar loop. I didn't really know how to write like a song or how to do a session properly. It was the first session that I'd done. We kind of got to chatting and just spoke about life and what was going on, and you know, different things that were happening in our love life at the time. And we kind of landed on this concept and this idea of not wanting to get into a relationship with someone because you see it ending before it's begun. People listen to I Don't Want to Be Yours and they hear it as like this F-boy song. Like, I don't know, everyone's like, Will, who do you think you are, like writing like this? You sound so arrogant. It's not what the song's about. The song is very much wanting to like be easy and be kind to both yourself and the other person, because you just don't want to get into something with them, because you want to savor what you have in this present moment. You don't want to taint it by getting into a relationship and it ending when it's just not going to work out.
Is it based on a real experience? It's like because I heard that you, for example, your first single that is Miss Me When You're Gone, it was based on a real experience, right? Do you normally write your music like based on things that are happening to you?
Yeah, so it's been really interesting over the last like year and a half of like learning how to write songs, or learning how to like try and master the craft of writing a song. I'm so far away from learning how to master it properly, but I'm getting there slowly. But it's been interesting seeing how I become more and more open and honest in my writing. And I think that Miss Me was that first song that was truly about something that had happened to me and that was very personal. And I Don't Want to Be Yours is also a very like personal song to me, but it wasn't like I'm sitting there, all of those individual things happened. Well, it wasn't like we were driving around in the back of my car and like, you know, staring at the stars or whatever. But the thing is, you take little spots of inspiration from different situations and you kind of draw it into a story that you want to tell. And so it's kind of a mixture of like real life personal experience and also just trying to find something fun to write.
Yeah, of course. Let me ask you something, Will, because like here on the B Nation podcast, we discuss a lot about songwriting, right? We discuss a lot about releases as well. And I'm going to like propose you a little game. There is no right or wrong answers of this one. I want to know from you, what would be perfect to you? To release more content like in a short period of time, or to release one song, but it will be a discussion about quantity, quality?
I think I tend to lean towards the quality and would rather do like the whole like one song every 2 months or something like that. You know, and kind of waterfall release your music instead of just like dumping music onto a listener, especially when you're an up and coming artist like myself, or hopefully I've been covering next up. But I think for me as a consumer of music, I've seen how I can drop. you know, like I don't go in and listen from like track one. I kind of like, and I catch myself and I find myself listening to like 30 seconds of a song and I'm like, it's not really my vibe. But then if you actually sit with a body of work and sit with an album and listen from start to finish, you can hear where the artist is wanting to come from. But I guarantee you that the average listener nowadays is not doing that. And so for me, I'd rather drop one song every 2 months or even 3 months or whatever, if it means that the listener or the consumer of that song is actually going to sit with it and mull on that song, because that's the only song that they have to really listen to. So I think I'd go with the one song every 2 months.
Definitely. And obviously, like I share that with you, obviously. Tell me a little bit more about that tour, the Miss Me tour, because I believe that like you're starting in a couple of weeks there in South Africa to the UK and Europe with Matthew Moll. Are you excited?
Come on. Yeah, I'm so excited. I think so. This is like my first string of shows that I'm ever going to do. So I've done like the gigs and played at like a wine and cheese festival in Stellenbosch in South Africa, or like played up at little festivals. But and I'm using this as very much like a boot camp to like try and get better at my live shows, because I haven't done a lot of, very nervous, I won't lie, but I'm doing a little Miss Me tour around South Africa. I'm playing at these like small, like 150, 200 cap venues around South Africa. I'm playing up in Joburg and in Cape Town and then in Stellenbosch, which will be really cool. And that's my first ever headline. It's really nerve-wracking, but I think it will be awesome. And then I come over to Europe to open for Matt Moll, and he's been like my idol since I was a little kid. It was so funny. He sent me a message the other day going, I think I've just found a young Will LINLE in one of my old music videos, and he had used a bunch of like concert footage from one of his concerts that he played at Kirstenbosch, which is a venue in Cape Town. And there's like young LINLE and his friend Aiden at the front, like jumping up and down to Matt Moll's song. So it's such a cool like full circle moment to be opening for him and to be sharing the stage. And then obviously I guess that it must be the dream for you, because like if it's always someone that you admired when you were a kid, do you know what I mean? It's like your idol. It must be the dream, right? Yeah. And I think like a lot of times people go like, you don't, because like you idolize them to be this individual that they're not. But Matt is just like such a cool oak, like such a genuine down-to-earth guy. And I couldn't think of, I was chatting to my mum and dad yesterday, and it was like, we can't think of anyone that we'd be sharing the road with, or that I'd be sharing the road with. He's just such a cool dude and so chill and so talented. His live shows are just incredible. So it's so cool to go on the road with him, and now to like learn and be an experience, and to just learn how like the pros do it, like the legit people. So I'm really, really excited for that. So I think it's at 20 dates, right? Between the UK and Europe. I am correct, right? About 20 dates. Yeah, 20, 21, around there. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm interested to to mention the one that is in the UK and in London on September 7th at the Garage. Is obviously we will see you over there, because we can obviously to lost the opportunity to see you live. Tickets are now available, I think, on Matthew's website, matthewmoll.com, right? They are, and they're also available on my Instagram page there. So the link's there. We've tried to put the link everywhere so everyone can get tickets. Oh yeah, of course. So like at Will LINLE. So I guess like tour, that means new music after I Don't Wanna Be Yours. Maybe an EP. What are your future plans at the moment? Right now, we are working on some new music, which is very exciting. But we're very much going into tour mode, and just kind of focusing on harnessing this live show and crafting it out to be an incredible experience. But there's definitely new music on the way, and I'm very excited for that. It will be yes. The new music, all the EP will be out by the time I go on tour, which is great. Will LINLE, gonna right now listen a little bit of your latest single, that is I Don't Wanna Be Yours, all right? And I just want to say thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much for being on this episode, and wish you all the best. We will see you live on tour, and I wish you all the best, man. Thank you so much for having me. This has been so awesome to just chat, and I can't wait to meet you in person. I'm Will LINLE, and you are about to hear my new single, I Don't Wanna Be Yours, on the B Nation podcast.
We've been driving around, but now I think it's getting pretty late. Let's cut this off, I don't wanna meet your friends. If I do, I'll be cold, but I'm still gonna let you down. So we should call it now. Hey, you've been singing your favorite songs, hoping we won't end. And I can tell by the look in your eyes, you're overthinking again. You'd like to spend the night with the top off of my car, trying to find us in the stars. But I don't wanna get too close and break your heart tonight. I don't wanna find us here in 2 years' time. Oh, stuck in the 9 to 5. Oh, long days and lonely nights. Oh, smiling while we're crying cause we're not alright. Oh, I don't wanna be yours. Oh, oh, I don't wanna be yours. Oh, oh, I don't wanna be. Oh, oh, I don't wanna be yours. So let's leave it. I think you better find somebody who'll stick around for morning coffee. Smiling but I'm trying not to waste your time. Oh, I don't wanna be yours. Wait, it's been a week and I wanna believe that you're doing okay. I saw you dyed your hair then blocked me the very next day. I wasn't trying to be the bad guy, but had to rip the band-aid off. I had to cut this short. I don't wanna get too close and break your heart tonight. I don't wanna find us here in 2 years' time. Oh, stuck in the 9 to 5. Oh, long days and lonely nights. Oh, smiling while we're crying cause we're not alright. Oh, I don't wanna be yours. Oh, oh, I don't wanna be yours. Oh, oh, I don't wanna be. Oh, oh, I don't wanna be yours. So let's leave it. I think you better find somebody who'll stick around for morning coffee. Smiling but I'm trying not to waste your time. Oh, I don't wanna be yours. Oh, I don't wanna be yours. Smiling but I'm trying not to waste your time. Oh, I don't wanna be yours.
How lovely is Will LINLE, and honestly we cannot wait to see him live in September. Guys, get ready for a delicious treat for your ears because the amazing LINLE are on the show for an exclusive acoustic performance of a couple of their tracks. Now it's time to play for the first time a song that is called If You Never Broke My Heart from an artist that he's starting to be a sensation on his socials. His name is Dylan Brady and I hope that you like the song as much as we do. Dylan Brady, If You Never Broke My Heart.
You used to kiss me like your lips were doing me a favor, like checking boxes off a list of chores. You had a million ways to wrap me round your middle finger, like the one you gave me on your way out the door. I was all messed up for a minute, even blamed myself when it ended. I was blind back then when I was in it, but now I see it different. I wouldn't have a brand new car, cause I would've had to buy you a ring. And now I never have to starve while you're picking out a place to eat that ain't cheap. And I never would've found the one that I got wrapped up in my arms if you never broke my heart. How I'm ever gonna fall asleep. You cover thief with freezing ice cold feet. Yeah, you were better at the bitter than you were the sweet. And it took a taste of freedom for me to see. I wouldn't have a brand new car, cause I would've had to buy you a ring. And now I never have to starve while you're picking out a place to eat that ain't cheap. And I never would've found the one that I got wrapped up in my arms if you never broke my heart. even blamed myself when it ended. I was blind back then when I was in it, but now I see it different, and I don't miss it. I wouldn't have a brand new car, cause I would've had to buy you a ring. And now I never have to starve while you're picking out a place to eat that ain't cheap. And I never would've found the one that I got wrapped up in my arms if you never broke my heart. If you never broke my heart.
Hey Miguel and everyone at the B Nation podcast. We're Nightly and we're about to perform our brand new single, Hate My Favorite Band. Hope you like it.
Used to like the taste of sour candy, now it just makes me sick. Used to be obsessed with scary movies, now I think they're all shit. Used to love watching the sunset, now I pray for rain. All the things I used to love just leave a bitter taste. I even hate my favorite band, all because of you. I get pissed off, can't stand the songs we listen to. They make me think of us just lying naked in your room. I hate my favorite band, all because of you. Never thought I'd think of Malibu and start to get red in the face. I never thought the shade of purple you put in your hair would start to pop up, I swear, all over the place. Used to love watching the sunset, now I pray for rain. All the things I used to love just leave a bitter taste. I even hate my favorite band, all because of you. I get pissed off, can't stand the songs we listen to. They make me think of us just lying naked in your room. I hate my favorite band, all because of you. All because of you. I get pissed off, can't stand the songs we listen to. They make me think of us just lying naked in your room. I hate my favorite band, all because of you. I hate my favorite band, all because of you.
The next song is a favorite from the B Nation podcast, and it's called Lose My Number. Hope you like it.
You only ever call me when you're drunk. You only want me when I've had enough. You're only really good at faking love. You say one thing and you take it back. Your words hold weight like a paper bag, and I feel sick from your whiplash. So test your luck with someone else, see if they can handle you, and all the hell you put me through. I'm done with you, done with you. La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go with through. Happened too fast, wish I could've seen you coming. Left me in a mess, just like that. We were everything to nothing. Test your luck with someone else, see
see if they can handle you and all the hell you put me through. I'm done with you, done with you. La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go with through. My number, I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go with through.
How amazing it was, LINLE, that they were on the show presenting a song that we love that is called Lose My Number, and one of the recent singles that is called My Favorite Band. Now it's time to tell you what happened to us a few months ago, because as you remember, on the 18th of March we stopped releasing episodes here on the B Nation podcast. Basically, I went sick, that basically like I look after myself, and actually it was really well unexpected, and I just want to tell you right now that I'm okay, that I'm perfectly fine. And basically for that reason we decided to do something very special with our episode 3, because we started to record our episode number 6 for our season 7, but we ended up obviously not releasing it. We are gonna make justice to those interviews, and I'm gonna tell you guys that we're gonna release 3 incredible interviews that we prepared for our episode 6 of season number 7, and we didn't release it. The funny part of the story, guys, is that these artists, they have new records, more new music, so it's not like the ones that they were originally presenting. But we're gonna do an exception, and we're gonna hear the interview with the track that they were presenting and the new one, and that will be on an episode that we're gonna release on the 18th of July, because yes, that is when we are gonna release episode 3 of season 8 of the B Nation podcast. And one of these artists, her name is Jules Paymer. She was presenting an incredible song that it was called Fuck My Ex, but now she has a new song that we're gonna hear right now, and this is called I Will Probably Hate You. And I hope, Jules Paymer, that this is not about me for not releasing the interview. Anyway, no, not that I'm joking. Jules Paymer, and this is called I Will Probably Hate You.
You'd blow up at me at parties, take me back to yours and cry and say you're sorry. Always talked about your exes, but when I brought mine up we fight cause you get jealous. Put you first, it took a second, finally learned I shouldn't be begging for someone like you to stay. But thank God now I can say, if I met you today I would probably hate you. 6 months to this day I would have been afraid to call you out on all your shit, but now I'd walk away too.
I Will Probably Hate You by Jules Paymer is the brand new single, and she is one of the artists that is going to be part of our episode 3 of season 8 that we are releasing on the 18th of July. Now, yes, so that's everything from me. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the B Nation podcast. It's truly amazing to be one more time with you guys. It's amazing to be here on the B Nation podcast. And remember that of the 18th of July, we are releasing episode 3 of season 8. Laura was in the production of the show, and my name is Miguel. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely week. Podcast.thebnation.com. Ciao, ciao.